Hey Garrett, it's Anthony, the individual you spoke to on the phone in regards to the free website analysis. Just getting this over to you. This will only be about a 5-6 minute video, but I wanted to start out here with just throwing some quick Google statistics. Pretty much 86% of all searches performed on the internet are through the Google search engine, and 5.6 billion of those are performed every single day. Just like to throw that out there to kind of show the importance of being on Google and ranking for the services that you're providing, because people are searching for them, and if you're not popping up at the top, then you're not getting a lot of those clients that are being directed to your business. But the first three things we're going to talk about is the content on the web page, citations, and backlinking. And I'm going to give you some tips on how you guys can improve that and hopefully drive some more traffic. Per the content, your all's page isn't too bad. You have some good information on here. The services offered, which link to other sites, which give more information. But Google usually does like to see about 500 to 750 words on a back page. I know you guys have multiple locations, and this looks like to be one of your location pages. So just increasing some content and adding some keywords for kind of maybe some more of the services that you're providing and trying to rank for will help when Google crawls the page to give you some more influence. That's pretty much the only tip I have for the content section. The next thing we'll jump into is citations and backlinking. So, change this up here. Add plumber in there initially, but I saw that you guys are actually bringing in a decent bit of traffic for that service, which I know is your main service. So I want to kind of show you another opportunity where you guys can bring in some business that you're missing out on and not really focusing on, but there is volume for it. So mold remediation per your website is also a service that you guys offer, and when people every single month there's about 70 people that are searching for mold remediation Nashville. That's just that specific keyword. That's not count, and the keyword difficulty is very low, so that's something you can rank for pretty easily. But when people search this, obviously the first thing that pops up here are your ads. Ads can drive some traffic, but per these statistics, less than 10% actually click on them. 94% of people go to the organic results. What I mean by organic results is the businesses in this map pack, these three businesses, and the URLs that go from 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's usually about 10 or so on the first page, yes. So when it's important to be in this top 3 map pack, because when people do search for that service, per the statistics, 44 to 61% of people click on one of those top 3 businesses. So a tip that you guys can use to help get you up into this part of the business for this specific keyword is to increase your citations. A citation would be your business name, your phone number, and your address listed in online directories. An online directory is pretty much anywhere that allows you to list those 3 things. Your business name, phone number, and your address. You're talking about Yellow Pages is online. Facebook could be a directory, YouTube, Twitter, those type of things. Just getting more citations helps you get up into this area, or more citations than your competition. On top, excuse me. On top of that, backlinking also plays a little part in this, but it's also the main reason that you pop up into this top area of the search results. So it is important to be on the first page, definitely, but it's also important to be here towards the top. Because per the statistics, 91% of people do not go past the first page when searching for something, and 75% of them click on one of the top 3 results. And here we have Home Advisor, Natural Mold Solution, and Nashville Consumers Fair. Then Yelp comes in the 4th spot, which still gets traffic, just not as much as these top 3. And when I talk about backlinking, what I'm referring to is business or other web pages that are linking to your web page to give you more authority. So when a web page references you and links to your web page, Google sees that. As long as it's coming from a quality page and not a spammy page, Google sees that as a popularity contest and giving you more power and helps you rank higher in certain search results for specific words. So you can go after those to help drive you to the top. And I plugged URL's business into a system that I use called Ahrefs that kind of analyzes sites and gives me some more information. You guys have about 24 referring domains. Those are other sites that are pointing towards this specific page. And you're getting found for about 105 keywords, and you're driving 228 to that specific web page per month, which is a good number. That's definitely some good volume that you guys are bringing in. Your domain rating is coming from your regular page, the Roto, and your standard page rating is 21, which both of those are pretty solid. But the reason I wanted to come in here and show you this is you guys are performing well in regards to the plumbing service that you provide, which obviously is your main service. You're in the number 1 position here. You're in the number 3 position here. You could do better to drive that number up more. As you can see, this is searched 90 times a month, and being in the number 1 position gives you 32 of those searches. So it's usually around a third of what the volume is that goes to the first page, and then it starts to drop to the second and to the third and then to the fourth. But there's 150 volume here, and you're in the number 3 position, so you're not getting as much as you could be out of there. Same situation, 102, that's a good position to be in. The 4th position, you could definitely improve there, but you kind of get the gist of what I'm saying. When you add all these together, that's hundreds of searches a month. But as you guys can see, when I typed in for mold here, you guys aren't pulling up in Google keyword wise for any mold remediation or removal services, and that's some business you're missing out on that has a very low keyword difficulty. So you can see plumber keyword difficulty is at a 12, which is much higher than 0. The 0 is much easier to rank for. But I want to show you just Home Advisor here as an example. They're ranking number 1 when mold remediation Nashville is searched. Obviously their domain rating is very high because it's Home Advisor, and their page rating is lower than your all's page rating. But they only have 1 referring domain coming to this specific page. And they're getting found for 6 keywords, and they're getting 57 searches a month just from 6 keywords. And all of those keywords are the mold removal or remediation. So between the search volume, there's about close to 250, and there's actually a couple missing. So there's closer to 300 searches a month for mold removal and remediation in Nashville, with a very low keyword difficulty that you guys could be targeting and driving additional clients and traffic to your site and stealing this from Home Advisor. Google actually gives preference to local businesses or businesses that have locations in the area over national companies like Home Advisor, so it wouldn't be too difficult to rank above them and start directing traffic to your site that way. But those are pretty much the tips I have. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, but my information will be at the bottom of the email, my phone and email. You can definitely utilize these tips to get some more traffic, and if you feel like that I can help you with any of this, feel free to reach out. But I appreciate your